All right, good Thursday morning. Sorry for the delay. Usually we start just after 8:30 on our live stream weather update. We had a little bit of a technical issue, but our fine folks behind the scenes worked it out. So thank you for hanging in there. This is First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Beylon, live at the First Alert Weather Center. Let's talk about your weather for today, tonight, and beyond. We'll start off with a live view from our Manitowoc sky cam. There it is, looking a little hazy along the lake shore. We had some fog this morning, at least from our downtown camera. It looked like it was fairly shallow, which allowed it to lift pretty quickly. Now we've got sunshine and it's 63 degrees. Last check at our visibility map, 4-mile visibility over at the Manitowoc County Airport. That's 3 miles away from where our camera's at. There's also some haze in Sheboygan. Last report, 1/4-mile visibility in Escanaba, so there's some pockets of still some dense fog on the north end of the waters of Green Bay, but for the most part, the fog is pretty much all said and done. Temperatures are lifting through the 60s right now, but still 57 degrees in Wautoma and in Marinette. We are going to heat up. This is going to be the 9th day in a row in the month of September where our highs are in the 80s. A high of 87 in Green Bay. Hot for the middle of September, slightly humid. You'll have sunshine through the midday and then a gradual increase of clouds this afternoon. So First Alert Pinpoint Predictor shows our high temperatures today getting into the mid and upper 80s. A little cooler by the lakeshore where highs will be in the upper 70s to about 80. A high of 78, for example, in Sturgeon Bay. And most of our high temperatures will be about 15 degrees above average for this time of year. We're heating up ahead of our next weather maker, and this is going to bring us a chance of some thunderstorms later tonight. We've been first alerting you to this all throughout the week, giving you updates on the timing of these storms. And it's also possible we could have an isolated storm or two tomorrow afternoon. So here's what's going on. We've got low pressure right up along the U.S.-Canadian border. You can see some of the showers that are swirling around that weather maker. And that area of low pressure is pushing a couple fronts across Minnesota and Iowa. There's been some showers and storms breaking out across western Wisconsin ahead of that warm front. So as these fronts move through the upper Midwest, or the upper Mississippi Valley rather, some of these storms could be severe later today with some high winds and some hail and some heavy rainfall. Now, as the storms march across Wisconsin tonight, they will have a tendency to weaken. I would say our risk of severe weather tonight is low. There may be some storms with some gusty winds and some brief downpours, but they'll be definitely losing their punch around and after midnight, and that's when they're going to be showing up in our neck of the woods. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor, and let's start off at 7 o'clock this evening. We'll have thickening clouds across northeast Wisconsin. There are the storms west of Wausau during our 10 o'clock newscast. I'm sure meteorologist David Ernst will keep a sharp eye on those during Action 2 News at 10. These storms will be sliding across the area overnight, and notice by the time they get here, they're not going to be as strong, but there might be some pockets of heavy rain, of course, lightning and thunder, and some wind gusts up around 40+ miles an hour. The showers and storms seem to be arriving about 3 hours sooner than what I showed you yesterday. So instead of arriving at 4 a.m., they're arriving around 1 a.m. In fact, around 4 a.m., they should be pushing off the Lake Michigan shoreline. Not that you couldn't have a pop-up shower or a thunder shower during your Friday morning commute. It probably will be drying out. And then on Friday, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. As low pressure swoops on by to our north, there could be a pop-up afternoon storm tomorrow, especially in the north woods closer to that low pressure system. But I think farther south, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it'll be turning clear as we head towards tomorrow evening. Rainfall totals on First Alert Pinpoint Predictor, give or take 1/4 inch in the Fox Valley, with more to the west, and that's where the storms will be stronger, so that's really not a surprise. So your First Alert Super 7-day forecast repeats the September heat, a high of 87. Fog is now pretty much done. We'll see sun, increasing afternoon clouds, and then some storms at night. Isolated thunder on Friday. Not as hot, but a little more humid, so I guess it's a little give and take there. Friday's high, 82. We should be dry for Friday night high school football games. We found out yesterday our Operation Football Game of the Week is Freedom at Fox Valley Lutheran. And whether it's this game or any of the games across northeast Wisconsin, will be turning clear. It'll be a humid Friday evening with temperatures dropping back into the 60s. Still looks warm on Saturday, 83, humid and mostly sunny. And then Sunday is a day of transition. We're going to have a cool front stalling out across eastern Wisconsin. Behind the boundary, temperatures will not be warming up as much. Highs will be in the low 70s. And on this first day of fall on Sunday, we'll have thickening clouds, and I had to put the chance of showers and thunderstorms back in the forecast for the Fox Cities Marathon. I'm optimistic it'll be dry at the start of the race with some fading sunshine. We'll cloud over with some showers and storms perhaps at the end of the run. Temperatures will be rising through the 60s, and our high temperatures will be in the 60s, upper 60s for Monday and Tuesday. I mean, that's nearly, not quite, but nearly 20 degrees cooler than today's weather. So there's a little taste of autumn, even though it won't have that kind of crisp autumn feel. You will have some periods of rain, showers on Monday, showers on Tuesday. They'll be wrapping up Tuesday morning, and we'll have some drier weather as we go into the middle of the week. Hot off the presses, a first alert for you. The weekly drought monitor got updated. And now, according to the Drought Mitigation Center out of Lincoln, Nebraska, Door County and areas along and north of Highway 64, in that area of light brown color, now have moderate drought conditions. So the dry weather we've had over the past few weeks is starting to really build up, and we could really use that rainfall tonight and into early next week. So keep your fingers and toes crossed that we get some meaningful precipitation tonight. Sometimes it's a fine balance between getting the rain that you want and avoiding the severe weather, which obviously nobody wants to have severe weather. All right, so that is a quick update on what's going on with our forecast. Kept it a little bit short because we're getting close to Action 2 News mid-morning. That show starts at 9 o'clock, so roughly 10 minutes from now. We will keep an eye on these thunderstorms. They will blossom across western Wisconsin today and then move across the state. And we'll keep tabs on them on air and online. And if we need to give extended coverage tonight, if they come in a little bit stronger than anticipated, then our team is prepared to do that as well. All right, so thanks for watching our Action 2 News this morning live stream edition on the weather. We will let you go. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great Thursday.